We have reached a point in life where we can't trust anyone. You can't even trust your own family members. You can't even trust your own pastor that some of us confide in so much. So, a Clarendon pastor is charged for having sexual intercourse with an individual that was under the age of consent. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Link 007 TV. Let's talk. We ask you, please remember, just like, share, subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we post new videos. The age of consent is 16 years old, and I believe that really needs to be publicized some more, because I can't understand how these people that are in certain high position or certain individuals that we looked up to, especially a pastor, is falling victim to these heinous criminal activities or these heinous crimes being committed against children. So a Clarendon pastor, 32 years old, Ian Reid, was on Tuesday arrested and charged for having sexual relationship with an individual that was under the age of 16, and that would have made the individual under the age of 16, meaning that she cannot consent to having a sexual relationship with you. So the pastor is now being charged in relation to this. So the pastor is from Treadlight District and is a minister at a church in that area as well. And according to police, he called the 15-year-old girl on Monday, July 20, and they decided to meet up at a specific location, which has been described as an abandoned building in the community, where it is said that he engaged in sexual activity with this female that was under the age of 16 years old. So the matter was reported to the police, and the pastor was subsequently arrested and charged for having a sexual relationship with a female that was under the age of 16. Well, this seems now like it's becoming a trend because it's happening over and over again. This individual was 32 years old, and I'm not sure what really transpired, but based on the allegations that are out there is that he took this female to an abandoned building and engaged in those type of activities with her. Now, when we look on society and the value that people place on pastor, or they place them at this high rank in society, it's very sad that some of them are breaking down the morals that have been built up over years as it relates to the respect that people have for pastors. But when we look on this situation playing out, it's very clear and it's an eye-opener that we can't hold everyone responsible for someone else's action. Because I'm not saying that there are not good pastors out there. There are some wonderful pastors out there that will uphold what they believe are good moral values. And they have some now that will just play church on Sunday, and despite that, they are just like a normal individual, even though they are a normal individual same way. But the fact that they have the title of pastor in front of their name, I believe that that should give them that level of leverage over the normal people. However, I don't see them any different from the regular individual per se. But some individual, they see them as this high top figure in society that they can't do anything wrong and they're human just like me or you. Now, when we see this situation played out here now, so the police acted on this information and they have arrested this man who is just 32 years old, and he's from the Treadlight District and is also a member of a church in that area. So we have to be extremely careful with our children, especially when they are in church, and look on where you have to be careful with them in church, where you believe that they would be safe, they will have some spiritual and moral values being built up in them in this setting, And it's really sad to see how this has transpired and breaking down the moral values and beliefs that people have as it relates to church and Christianity and the whole pastoral duties of a pastor. This is not the first time this has played out. We have seen it happening over and over again. I can recall one situation a few years ago where one pastor, he had a relationship with two sisters, and the two sisters found out about it, and it caused a whole entire squabble between the two of them over the pastor. And this man was a grown man, almost 60 years old, and these individuals, they were in their 20s fighting over a 60-year-old man. So this is just what our society has reached right now, or where our society has reached, and it's very sad to see how the moral values in society have broken down over the years, and it's beyond repair right now based on what I'm seeing. It's like every day it's getting worse and worse, and the people, they are not learning, they are not taking this serious as they should, they're taking it for granted. However, we really need to take a stand for things such as these, and we really need to put information out there in order to educate the youngsters as it relates to what's going on in the world, enlighten them, because it's like they're in the dark and they're overshadowed by what's going on. And this is another thing I really want to point out as well. People need to start believe in their inner self as well, instead of you believing that without a pastor you cannot have certain belief. Your belief is what counts, and not what your pastor believe or what any other individual believe or what they think about you. Some people believe that if they don't have a pastor to confide in, or a pastor to tell something, or a pastor to ask for some sort of guidance, they take what the pastor say for gospel. If the pastor tell them that the car is red, they believe, even when they're looking at the car and the car is blue. That's how serious some individual take what pastor say to them. And we really need to start thinking for ourselves and try put ourselves in a position or a frame of mind where you can believe in what you believe in, and you don't need someone to come and dictate to you in order to impart knowledge onto you. You have the internet, you have a lot of things at your fingertips right now, and we really need to use this medium in order to garner information that we need at times. Most of the time, people, if their head hurt them, they turn to pastor. If they wake in the morning and they're not feeling well, pastor. We really need to set ourselves from that right now and start to focus on your own instincts, because the pastor is just like a normal individual, just like yourself. I don't know why people believe that pastors are this high rank figure in society. You can hold a band just like them, so you really need to put yourself in a position and a frame of mind that you can hold that band as well. If they can do it, why can't you do it on your own? You don't need someone in order to instigate your belief or in order to matriculate what they think is right for you. But when we look on situation and what is going on in our world right now, it's very clear that people hold pastors at this high rank or this high dignitary in society, and some of these pastors, they have broken down the moral values over the past few years, which has led people see them differently. I'm not saying that all pastors are the same, because we do have some wonderful and loving pastors out there that really stand up for justice, and they really stand up for what they believe in, and they impart that knowledge onto others in order for them to have the same or similar experience or feeling as they are having. However, you have some that does use this as a cover up in order to get individual in their net. So they look on you and they see where they can find that loophole, and they get underneath your skin. And once they get underneath your skin, these are the results that we have seen playing out on numerous occasions. But as it stands now, this individual is charged now for having sexual relationship with an individual that is under the age of 16 years old. And that is very sad, because you as an adult, you should be looking out for this individual. You should be guiding them, showing them that positive outlook on life, teaching them the necessary life scoping skill, teaching abstinence. Instead of you doing that, you're engaging in something beyond what you're chosen to do. I believe some of these pastors, they're just in this position just in order to see what they can get from it, or what they can do with their profession, based on the fact that they use it against the minors at times, and also just in order to capitalize on their own personal feelings at times. But what transpired here is very sad, and yet another clergyman is being charged for having such a relationship with an individual that is under the age of consent. Very sad situation coming out of this, and we hope that the females out there can just be mindful and be cognizant of the fact of what's going on around us. You are big enough to understand that what you're doing is wrong, and we really need to start imparting these knowledge onto our young females in order to let them speak out more, in order to let them have a voice of their own as well, in order for them to make decisions and right decisions as well. We're going to leave this one here for now, though. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And guess what? We're out for this one once more. Have a blessed and productive day.